Hey everyone, it's me, Silverwolf, and I'm here with a Q&A today. Now, I have had quite a few questions, although admittedly they weren't really from YouTube. A lot of them are from my DeviantArt, where I posed the same question on DeviantArt. Feel free to ask me anything. So I'll be answering all of these. So we've got shout-outs. Happy birthday to Mr. Muffin. I know I didn't give you a shout-out in the last video. It's because I saw your request after I posted the video. So, happy birthday. I hope you're having an awesome day. And also Antichrist. Yeah. Anyway. So, we've got some questions here. Logan Kelly asks, have I seen the new Zuzu pets? Now, I've got my iPad here to show some pictures when I need to. The new Zuzu pets look like this. There you see them. And they've all got happy smiley faces, a little embroidered cutesy faces on them. To be honest, I did prefer the other ones, but I did see one with like a funny little haircut and glasses, and I thought that one was cute. So, yes, I have seen the new Zuzu pets, although I hadn't. Before you asked the question, I googled them. So, Tweak Tunip Queen asks, which is my favourite generation of iBow? Now, my favourite generation of iBow is the ERS 210. I have 3 of these iBows. I do like the ERS 1000, but I don't have one yet, so, you know, until I get one. It might replace the 210, I don't know. Okay, now Senji on DeviantArt has a lot of questions for me. Which was the first robot toy I owned, and do I still have it? The first one I ever had, I can't remember, but I think it was probably one of these. It's one of those rabbits that hops about and makes whiffly sort of motions with its nose. I'm pretty sure it's one of those, and I think it was white. But I don't have it anymore because I was like 3 or something. Which robot toy that is currently on the market do you really want? It's not a toy, but I really want an ERS 1000, the newest iBow model. So I'm looking forward to them being released worldwide so that hopefully we can get one. What kind of fine liners do I use to ink traditional art? I use these. They are Stabilo 0.88 fine 0.4 fine liners, and I use them to ink my work. I buy them in packs of 10 off Amazon. For digital art, do you prefer to sketch on paper first then scan, or do you draw straight onto whatever art program you're using? I sketch on paper first. I'm trying to learn how to do it on my iPad because I've got Procreate and the Apple Pencil. I'm trying to learn how to draw straight on the screen, but I prefer sketching on paper and scanning it in, to be honest, but I'll get the hang of it eventually. When I have art block, how do I deal with it? I listen to music. I find it very inspiring. What grade of paper do I prefer? Now, I usually buy these. It's just a sketch pad, and it is 100 GSM paper, and I like smooth paper as opposed to textured paper because it's better for blending. Let's see, what's the next question? This is still Senshi, by the way. She asked me a lot of questions. If you draw in a sketchbook, what do you prefer, spiral bound or sewed together? I prefer spiral bound because they lay flatter when I'm drawing. What advice would you give a beginner to art? Keep practicing. That's how I got where I am today. I've practiced and practiced and practiced, and it is your love of art and, you know, how much you enjoy it, that's what keeps you going, so keep practicing. What are my favourite tools? As in favourite for digital art and favourite in traditional. For traditional, it is coloured pencils. And for digital, I use this laptop. It is a tablet laptop, so this swivels round and I can just draw straight on there. And I use Paint Tool Sci. And I sometimes use PaintShop Pro and Photoshop as well. But Sci is my main one now. What inspired me to draw? Well, my parents are artistic, and also cartoons on TV. That's what inspired me. What was the first cartoon character you drew? I can't really remember, but I do remember when I was in the infant school, I drew a picture of him, Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles, the original 90s version. He was basically a circle with little nubs for legs. It was a bit weird, but I do remember doing that, and his little bandana, of course. How were you treated at school for being creative? Were people nice to you or bully you? Senshi had an art teacher bully her, and I think that's disgusting, actually. They were nice when they wanted something from me, because a lot of them couldn't draw very well, and the rest of the time they just bullied me, but not really for drawing. They bullied me over other stuff. Yeah, bullies aren't good. When you have to draw a background, what do you prefer, nature or industrial settings? Probably nature. Although, if I draw whatever the need calls for. I mean, I've been drawing the interior of spaceships a lot recently, but I do use reference pictures for that. What is the hardest thing for me to draw? Funnily enough, backgrounds. Do I get excited when I smell pencil sharpenings? I think that was a joke question. Not really. Sorry, Senshi. Right, player 056 wants to know what is my favourite style of Hatchimals. Well, the Draggles, like Kevin here. I also like the sparkly ones as well, they're quite neat, but I like sparkly stuff. So. Do I have any favourite childhood or older video games? Yes, I do. We have got the first Tomb Raider game, this one here. I played it with my dad and completed it. The storyline was fantastic. It was quite creepy, and there was lots of mummies and things at the end. And also Twinson's Odyssey. I love this game. I've completed it 5 times because I love it so much. It was one of the first fully 3D rendered video games, and it was French. But I played it in English, obviously, because I can't speak French. Do I have any oh, I just answered that one. What is my opinion on Fuzzy Wonders? Do I plan on getting or already have one? Now, Fuzzy Wonders are these. They look like a cross between Furbies and Furby Booms and Hatchimals. And no, I don't plan on getting one. I've heard they're not very good. I don't know, they might be, but I've heard that they're just basically a bootleg toy, and they're not really that good. And finally, Abigail Hutchins asks if Furby Connects can connect to the Furby Boom app. The answer, sadly, is no, they can't. So, that's all the questions. So, those who asked me questions, thank you so much for asking, because I do enjoy doing these Q&A videos, they're really fun. If you want to see other Q&A videos I've done, I think there are a couple on my channel. I'll put the links to them in the boxes that come up below. So, well, I'll see you guys next time. This is Sybil, signing off.